What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Doctor Who special breakdown and review. This is the penultimate special before Jodie's final episode in the next special to come, which was previewed at the end of this episode, which we will discuss at the end of this video, at which we will see her regeneration into the next Doctor Who. We don't know who it is. There's been many rumours. This Ollie Alexander from Years and Years, which I quite like. Hugh Grant, which I like. But we have no idea who it will be. And we haven't even got a regeneration storyline going into this, which is a bit shocking if you ask me. But this was a nothingy special in my opinion. I always look forward to new Doctor Who. It is tradition, but unfortunately this was possibly the worst episode of Doctor Who I think I've ever seen. The editing, the CGI, the script, and the story were absolutely lackluster. Now, we open in 1807 with boats arriving on shore as the villagers are scared and someone is after a special statue. Now, I found it weird that these characters didn't not only speak their native language, but they also didn't speak with any sort of accent, as a woman who seemingly wants to unleash the Sea Devils, but simply she wanted to smash the statue for reasons to locate a special treasure. She does it, and the Sea Devils are released from the statue, which looked super corny. The Doctor and Yaz and the crew arrive on their adventure, but they've been pulled off course. Dan did look hilarious here, and instantly something is amiss as there's a problem with a geomagnetic force as the TARDIS was pulled off course, like I said, and the Sea Devils slaughter the town with some absolutely awful editing. It's fast-paced, it seems to miss like half of the story, and well, the Sea Devils don't look scary, and everything looks super blurry, like they had a reveal of it come towards the Doctor, but we knew what it looked like. It doesn't make sense how the Doctor and that had a plan to take out these Sea Devils instantly as the Sea Devil Black Pearl Mary Celeste appears, and now they have a ship and fancy technology, which they didn't have before. They are, of course, featured heavily in the Doctor Who mythology from before in the original series. The woman who released them wakes up, and I don't get why it's raining in the village but was perfect weather on the beach. The woman is pirate Madame Chen, who was actually a real pirate in, real life. She married a pirate, and after he died, she took over his pirate confederation. She's looking for the lost treasure of Jihan. I believe that was the name. I didn't quite catch it properly. And, well, she unwittingly released the Sea Devils that were kept in stasis. Now, we similarly have the Sea Devils on their version of the Black Pearl, as a guy is killed by a huge beast, and Dan gives the kid a pep talk whose dad was killed, and for some reason he goes off with him, and he's roped into getting onto the Pirate Queen's ship so the kid can get revenge, and we learn how the Sea Devils were on Earth before humans, which we kind of already knew. That could be what they mean on their ship about wanting to take back what was taken from them as the humans took over the Earth. And the Doctor wants to get the lost treasure back to get the Pirate Queen on side because, reasons. Dan is captured and somehow he's sailing this huge ship all alone, the Pirate Queen that is. I'm not sure how she's doing that. But, well, the story is bizarre as the Sea Devils have been unleashed, and it's not explained yet in the story just why the Sea Devil was able to summon the Black Pearl ship, but it turns out that they actually used the lost ship from the 1500s to instill fear. They're basically doing it for vibes. And, well, yeah, this is awful. So the Doctor and Yasmin go back to the 1500s to find the treasure and then go back to the present so they can find it. However, it turns out that, well, the Sea Devils were coercing Jihan, and, well, what was on the ship was the treasure, the Keystone, where they go back directly into the future to try and find it, but the ship isn't there. and they almost kiss. Seriously, no ship Sherlock was awful. And it seemed like the Doctor was going to initiate a kiss, but yet more queer baiting. And they're attacked by the weird monster thing. And Dan and his crew are lost. And it seems the Queen can control the stars, but I don't think she can. It must be, that was my notes. And I was just like, what? She's resolute in getting the treasure back as pirates have taken her crew and her kids. And she needs the treasure to pay for the ransom. So, as if we needed another bloody sub-story, they are attacked by the giant monster thing as the CGI looks awful as the fins look like they were bits of wood in someone's back. It turns out the Doctor met the Sea Devils in the future when they were more honourable and they made the missing ship to instill fear on the land dwellers. So it seems like this might be just a different subsect of the Sea Devils from the ones we've seen in like the original Doctor Who. Now, Ji-hun was kept alive so he can tell them where the keystone is. It's a gem which can actually, change the magnetic parts of Earth and melt the ice caps and flood the Earth so they can take control of it. I don't know how technologically accurate that is, but they go off. The Doctor comes with Ji-hun and they save him. And the Doctor says Geronimo, which didn't hit like other doctors, and says rumours of her death have been greatly exaggerated as Ji-hun is saved. The duel, it turns out, is with the kid whose dad was killed. He was a descendant of Ji-hun's crew, and the Sea Devils was kept in time by the keystone, that's lucky, isn't it? Now, the Sea Devils want to flood the Earth so they can reclaim the world, but the Sea Devil is killed as Ji-hun killed him, and the Doctor was obviously angry about that, but, she genocided like loads of Daleks and Cybermen at the end of Flux and didn't even bat an eyelid, so yeah. As Yasmin asked Dan if he told the Doctor what she told him. Similarly, he does, as she confessed her love of her to Dan, and Dan similarly did say something which would explain the whole I'm a good date, aren't I? Now, Ji-hun's treasure is to be used for the ransom, and somehow Dan claps a whole squad wipe of Sea Devils. Okay. The Doctor pretty much friend-zones Yasmin and references River Song, and we get an unsatisfying end to that subplot as Ji-hun sacrifices himself and the pirate can get her friends back and recruits the guy whose dad was killed. Lovely. Now, Dan's phone works somehow, but I presume that the Doctor did the same thing to his phone as the Doctor did to Rosie's phone, I guess. And his crush calls him. He got friend-zoned at the end of Flux. She was like, I've gone through a lot. I can't be with you. But man, just cut her loose, man. Just a waste gash. Now the Doctor and Yasmin chat, and she wishes it could live forever. And that's that. That's the hint towards, the regeneration, which we know is coming. We get a trailer for next week, which features the regeneration. The Master is back and once again trying to stop the Doctor from regenerating, I would imagine. Hopefully we get some sort of what was Timeless Child about? Where did she come from? What different kind of regenerations did she have? We have the companions Ace and Tegan return, and we have former unit leader Kate back as well as remnants of the Daleks and the Cybermen that survived Flux. Overall, this was an atrocious episode. It really is the absolute worst of Doctor Who. The writing was bad, the story was bad, the editing, everything else, absolute dog shit. This is the lowest point I think I've ever seen Doctor Who. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well, because I'm sure there's one person out there who enjoyed this, and I'd love to hear from you and why. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.